Pour the lean inside the Sprite, all the pain disappear. Pour the verses on the mic, dark industry, get some light. Damn, I put this new black foreign out, all your mans disappear. I be balling on my mic, third morning thanking God.
Sup? No. Creepy bar. I have a funny story.
It was on Friday night. I was finishing the last deliveries that I worked for.
What?
I was headed to the bar that I would usually go to every night to grab a glass of wine.
Right.
I noticed there was a new bar that had recently opened, a
You
kilometer away from the usual bar.
You good.
So I decided to try it out.
You know. Sometimes change is good, and sometimes change is not good. Just saying. Sometimes you just gotta stick with what you know. Just saying.
When I arrived and pushed the entrance door, I noticed something very weird. There were only 5 people inside, and they were all dressed in Halloween costumes, like them.
As soon as you open that door and you notice what the hell they had on, you open the door. Close it back, act like you didn't see nothing, and then just go home. Go home, okay? Don't go to your bar, any other bars. Don't go back to your job. Just go home and act like no, you didn't see nothing.
Fire, ghost, werewolf, witch, and black magician.
Wow.
I felt really uncomfortable because I was the only ordinary person there. And also because Halloween was over 2 days ago.
That's what?
I was still awkwardly standing there blocking the entrance when all of a sudden, all the people started staring at me.
Hell
as
no.
if I had done something terribly wrong.
Oh my God.
I made my move and walked over to the bartender.
Really?
The bartender looked almost like a real executioner. He asked me rudely in a gruff voice, "What do you want to sacrifice?
Oh
Or
no.
flesh?" Well, that creeped the hell out of me. But I thought this was his way of taking a Halloween order of alcohol. So I requested to him, "1 glass of blood, please." He turned around, grabbed a wine bottle, and poured it into a wine glass. Later, he opened a drawer and took out a black Satanic pentagram necklace. He dipped the necklace 3 times while muttering something into my drink. To my surprise, the wine turned black in color.
You got
He
it.
placed the glass on the table and told me to drink it in 1 shot.
Wow.
I was really thirsty at that moment, so I took the glass and drank it completely. It was quite strong, and my vision was slowly starting to blur. I paid the bartender and left the bar immediately. While I was walking, I started to feel dizzy, and my vision was worsening.
Oh yeah?
I wasn't focused on where I was going, as my mind was in a vision of all the faces of all the people I saw in that bar, maniacally laughing and giggling at me. All of a sudden, I'd already arrived home during my vision. At first, I was relieved. But when I closed the door behind me and turned around, I knew that I was in the wrong house. It was completely abandoned, cold, gloomy, and barely lit with the rays of moonlight.
Wow.
I tried to open the door, but it was totally locked.
Of course.
Right when I was going to run into the door to break it, I heard the upper wooden ceiling was creaking, as if someone was up there walking slowly, step by step. I was really afraid as I had no weapon to protect myself. I tried to call 911, but had no reachable service to call.
Oh wow. Of
My
course.
only option was to go upstairs and find my way out. I carefully walked upstairs and reached the top.
Yeah, loud
To my
ass.
left was a dead end, but to my right, I saw a hallway with 3 doors on each side.
Yeah, but it's also dark as shit. You telling me right now, because you heard a small, tiny creak in that building, that stopped you from breaking down the door, the front door? That stopped you from doing one of yeet. That stopped you from breaking down the door? That small ass creak?
doors one by one to find nothing but dark, empty rooms and no way to escape. Finally, when I opened the sixth door, I saw a pentagram was drawn on the floor with 5 candles around, touching all 5 corners of the star. This sent me back to where the bartender dipped a necklace with the same symbol into my drink. And there was a figure floating vertically right above the symbol below.
Close the door.
The light provided by the candles was not enough for me to figure out what was floating. Accidentally, I dropped my phone on the old wooden floor, which created a loud sound.
Accidentally?
The figure was slowly advancing to my direction. I quickly backed off and hit my head against the wall behind. That figure, I can't forget it. My body was completely paralyzed when I saw that the same bartender at the bar was this guy. He was still dressed as an executioner and faced my powerless body.
Okay.
To make matters worse, the doors of the empty room started opening on their own, one by one, and out came all of the 5 people I saw at the bar.
Okay.
They were all laughing at me to the point I passed out. Then I heard silence.
Right.
Then I woke up and realized that I was in a hospital. I asked one of the nurses what was going on. She told me that a group of teenagers saw me walking out of the forest and then walking to the abandoned house. They tried calling out to me, but I didn't respond, nor look at them. Then the group saw me entering the house, and when they tried to open the door, it was locked. And so they called 911 thinking that I was trapped in that house. 30 minutes later, the police staff arrived and broke open the door and found me unconscious lying on the floor. They brought me into the hospital and were trying to investigate what had happened in that abandoned house. Later, I told police officers the whole story when they came to ask, but they didn't seem to believe me.
Get off
Well,
me.
some of them were laughing, thinking that I was making it up. After that, I went home and directly went to sleep. The next morning, I hurried to the bathroom because I had to vomit very badly.
Possessed.
And after I did, I noticed that my vomit was black. To forget things, I tried taking a cold shower. And when I was showering, I felt a sharp sting on my back. Then, when I changed the water temperature from cold to warm, the sting started to feel even more painful. I turned back with my head, barely making it to see behind. Then I was shocked for life. I had the same satanic pentagram carved on my back, which was surely done by a sharp object. From then on, I never went to a bar again.
Yeah, how about you move more than 6 miles out from where the hell you are, right? How about you just go to a different country? You just start over, you know? Start your whole life over. Make a new name for yourself. Get a whole new identity. Everything. Change everything about you, bro. Because something tells me this is not over. And cluck you. Fuck you. Cluck you. And you. Oh, man. I literally cannot count the number of red flags that was just in this video that he just missed. Don't you know how when something is just so clucked up that you just can't help but laugh? Yeah, that's why I did that. That's why I chuckled a little bit during the reaction, because it's like he had so many opportunities of hauling ass and getting somewhere safe and sound, but he didn't. It's almost as if he wanted it to get clucked in every hole imaginable. No condom. But that's on him though, you know? He literally had hella options hella opportunities to haul ass and get the hell out of there. But right when you think he was about to, he doesn't. He does some bullshit like still go with the flow. What? And Halloween was over 2 days ago. It's over. It's done. Finished. Okay? Get rid of the pumpkins. Get rid of the dolls, the makeup, the clown mask, all the masks, right? The costumes. Get rid of all of that. It's Christmas time. Can't you see? Loving, caring, fun, friendly time. The Halloween shit is over with. Should have never even been a thing. But in all seriousness, though, cluck him to the max, because he literally had hella opportunities to haul ass, but he didn't. And I hope he gets what's coming to him sooner rather than later. And cluck his friends to, well, it was like, he said it was like a group of teenagers that saw him going into the abandoned house. I don't know if that was his friends or that was just like some random teenagers. Regardless of the fact, cluck those teenagers because they was on some BS too. They wanted to help him. Hell no. That mother clucker went straight to the abandoned house, and when they was trying to get his attention, he ignored the hell out of them. So, no. Tell you right now, if I ever see somebody going into, I don't know why I said it like that. I'm going into an abandoned house, then you just gonna go in there. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna do nothing to try to prevent you from going there. That's just the way it is. I'm gonna act like I ain't seen nothing. Keep it cool, keep it classy. Man, I can't, man. Like, this story was so clucked. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.